getting on the Greyhound again, ready to go from Noosa to Rainbow Beach. It is 2 days later, so I'm in Rainbow Beach and I've been here for 2 nights, but haven't vlogged because there isn't really much to do here, or I haven't done a lot here. I've just been chilling. This is really just the base to then go to Fraser Island, so that's what most people do. I think there's only 2 hostels here. I stayed in Freedom Hostel. It's literally just so that people can get to Fraser Island. So that's where I'm off to tomorrow morning. They're coming to pick me up from the hostel at 9 AM. Packing a little bag, not the whole case. Don't know if you can see that. So you can only take a little bag, which is fine because I'm only there 1 night. Very exciting. I'm not sure what to expect from Fraser Island. I know 4x4s and a lake, that's it. So I'm excited to bring you guys along and see what we get up to. I have been on Fraser Island for a few hours now. We stayed on the bus for quite a while and we drove right next to the sea on the sand, which was pretty cool, and then through forests and stuff like that. It was very rickety and made my belly go a bit funny and things, but it was all part of the fun. And he was playing really great classic old school music, everyone was singing along, so a really good vibe, and he was informative, the tour guide, and very funny. And yeah, now we're just chilling at this lake. The lake was formed just by rainwater, so you can open your eyes underwater. There's no salt, it doesn't sting. You could even drink it if you wanted to, but obviously it's just sitting in the lake and lots of people are swimming and probably peeing, so you also probably shouldn't drink it. But yeah, let's take you in. So these are midgeon berries. You can eat them. It tastes really nice. I would eat a whole apple-sized one. We're currently walking through the only rainforest on the island, which also makes the island unique. It's one of the only places where a rainforest is growing on sand. That creek is made by the water seeping through the sand. Obviously Fraser is an island, so it's literally just the seawater coming directly through.
There's no branches until right up the very top. This it sounds hollow. It just sort of gives you an idea that it's a fairly light wood, but it's still really strong. And back in the day, they used to use these for masts on a ship. I mean, probably not something that big, but like I said, it's light, it's strong, it floats.
After a really nice healthy lunch that they provided, we're now looking around Central Station, which is basically an old town. This building was built in 1920 and it was used for forest workers, but in 2020 they practically rebuilt it all. I mean, they said that they just developed it a bit and, you know, helped it survive, but really it sounds like they just rebuilt it all, replaced like everything. There was like a list and it was like paintwork, new timber, new materials, so they're cheating a little bit. Maybe it hasn't been here since 1920. After visiting Central Station, we had quite a long drive to our accommodation. To be honest, it's a lot of bus, just sitting on the bus, jiggling around, getting a headache. But it's quite cool when you're close to the sea. and our accommodation is not bad at all. I thought we were going to be sleeping on the floor and bedding down in a tent, but you can literally walk around in it. These are sticks that you use to ward off dingoes, and these are big fences to stop the dingoes. Just started a crow stand masterclass. Someone's on their head. We've got Adam doing a very good job. It's the evening now. This is the only light I have. We just took a walk down to the sandblows, and now it's time for dinner. So that's probably going to be it for today.
No, that's alright, no worries.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Good morning. It is 5:15 AM, probably later now, and we're at a 1920 shipwreck that was a hospital boat in World War II. Very tired though. Didn't sleep that great amongst the spiders. Currently floating along Eli Creek.
It's beautiful, guys. Hey.
Oh, I'm going into marshy mud. Gross. Oh.
I don't want to go into
Got a lot to catch up on. My battery died, and because I was on Fraser Island, couldn't charge it. So, time to explain what happened after the shipwreck. Not much, to be honest. We had lunch at a pub and then went back to Rainbow Beach, back to the hostel. Fraser Island trip done. I wanted to share my opinions of Fraser Island a little bit. I was a bit disappointed. I thought it was a bit too hyped up. The island itself didn't really blow me away. Lake Mackenzie was insane, but other than that, nothing else was that good. We did stargazing. That was really cool, and I enjoyed all the spiders and, like, well, I didn't enjoy them, but it felt cool that we were surrounded by all of that. But other than that, it wasn't that good. Lots of people, when they do Fraser Island, get to drive 4x4s themselves, but on my tour I didn't get to do that, so I think that would have really made a big difference to how I enjoyed my time. When we were walking back from stargazing, we found a snake on the path, and the tour guide picked him up, and everyone was touching it. A guy was holding the snake, freaked out, threw the snake on the floor. That made me very unhappy. I was kind of shouting at all of them, telling them to stop and put them down, and I don't think you should do that, but there was too many people talking and going nuts about the snake, so no one listened to me. I would just say, if you do Fraser Island, do 2 nights, because everyone that did 2 nights loved it. But Fraser Island negativity to the side. That night I got back to my hostel and I was so tired, because obviously I got up at 5 AM for sunrise, but two really nice guys asked me to go to sunset with them, so we went on this long hike, watched the sunset, went sandboarding, which was really fun.
Stand up, stand up!
Good!
Woo.
What? Oh, cool.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you to Greyhound Buses for sponsoring my trip through the east coast of Australia. Right, thanks for watching. Bye! That's just my opinion. It's just one woman's opinion, you know? I'm nobody. I'm just Raya. Who even cares what I think?